What is up? It is Big Char Trades back with another video, and in this video I am going to be breaking down the psychology of a winning trader. Now, if you're not a winning trader, if you don't take profitable trades, maybe you take good trades but you can't be consistent with it, or maybe you just haven't gotten a payout yet, this video is going to help you a ton because I'm going to be pulling back the curtains and I'm going to be telling you absolutely everything you need to know about what it takes to get your first payout, because I know that is the biggest hurdle between somebody and their trading future, is that you want to trade so badly but you've never made money with it, so you don't know what it feels like to actually pull out money from trading. You sort of get to a point where you're losing all these months. You're red on this month, you're red on the next month, you're red on the next month, and you're like, why am I even doing this? And that's where most people quit. So I felt like it was my job to hop on here and make a complete video breaking down everything you need to know about what it takes to be a winning trader. So the first thing I'm going to get into is revenge trading. And a lot of people go wrong here because a lot of people think that the problem with revenge trading is that you'll just be more red on a day, or like you'll just blow the account. Revenge trading is actually much deeper than that. The core of revenge trading comes from your unhappiness in your life somewhere. So like if you're an emotional trader, it's because you're not currently happy with your life situation, or you're not happy with something going on in your life. As a trader, you wake up every day, maybe you wake up at 8:30, maybe you wake up at 9, you open the charts at 9:30, you take that first trade like within the first 5 minutes of market open, and then you're in a hole, and then you have to recover from that hole. It's a very common cycle. The reason that it happens is because you're not happy. You're not happy with the amount of money that you're currently making. Maybe you're not happy with the friend group that you have. Maybe you're not happy with yourself and your fitness goals. Whatever it is, that is where revenge trading comes from. Because if you're happy, you would realize the long-term benefits of this game, right? Trading is a game for the long term, okay? We're not trading for the short-term wins, which is why you revenge trade, which is why you blow your accounts, which is why you can't handle a loss. You can't handle a loss and you revenge trade because you can't see the long-term vision. You don't have a long-term vision because you're trying to get out of your current scenario, and all you want to do is get out of your current scenario so bad that you're letting that interfere with your success as a trader. So once you handle that internally, that's when you'll stop revenge trading. But you only learn this whole thing from going through that process and realizing and being self-aware enough to be like, okay, this revenge trading is happening because I am not happy, okay, or I'm doing this to myself. Actually, that's what it was for me, is like, I'm doing this for myself. I'm making my life harder. I'm the only person standing in my way, so let me get out of the way. Okay, how do I get out of the way? Well, I get out of the way by building better habits off the charts, right? Like walking every day, which is something I've been doing, eating healthy. I grow by realizing that this is a long-term game and following enough people on the internet to be like, okay, this guy is trying to tell me that I can make this amount of money this fast. This guy is telling me that the long-term benefits of trading outweigh the short-term benefits. If you're revenge trading, if you're going into market open every single day and you're taking 5, 10, sometimes even 15 trades and you're blowing accounts, you have to do that internal check. Like you have to grow internally, because that's where it comes from. It comes from your internal problem with yourself. So once you deal with that, you'll see the long-term benefits of trading and you'll stop fucking yourself over, because you'll realize that, okay, it's completely okay for me to lose $500 today. I'm fine with it. I can get off the charts because I know that this is a small misstep in my trading career, right? Like there's a big difference between taking a $500 loss and trying to make back that $500 loss, right? Because what are some things that come with trying to make back that $500 loss, like other than blowing your account? Let's say you make back that $500. Well, the thing that you just told yourself subconsciously is that it's okay to revenge trade because you can make the money back, which will hurt you down the line. It will hurt you in a month from now, right? Because you'll revenge trade and you'll blow all your profits, okay? The second thing, worst case scenario, you blow your account, okay? That $500 loss turns into something way worse and you end up blowing your account. So what? It's probably an eval. It could be a funded, whatever it is. It's not a big deal. You just buy another one and pass it, okay? So blowing the account isn't even what matters most. But what matters most is how you're gonna feel the next few days. Like you're gonna feel worthless. You're gonna feel stupid because you felt stupid so many times and you keep making the same mistake. And that's exactly you standing in your way. That's the problem with revenge trading. Isn't the fact that you're gonna lose money or blow an account, but it's the fact that you're gonna feel like an idiot and it's gonna affect your trading for the next week. That's why it's so stupid to trade no news Mondays, right? Because typically happens. No news Monday is an unprobable day. You come in Monday, you lose a trade, then you're mad at yourself for trading. You revenge trade, you blow your account. It's Monday and you blew your account. Right? So how does that leave you for the Tuesday and Wednesday and Thursday and Friday? Probably pretty shitty, which is probably why you can't pass an account. You can't get a payout. Probably because you start off Monday like shit. Maybe you even start off Sunday like shit. Some people start trading at 6 p.m. Eastern, right when NQ opens on Sunday, right? And that's also a fucking mistake. So these little mistakes add up. Okay, so now that I covered revenge trading, I want to cover actually trading. I used to trade the 4-hour PO3. I still do sometimes. It just hasn't been popping up, right? It hasn't been popping up often. So I switched to this new model that I've been trading with. And every single day, I probably get 50 questions asking me about the new model. And I've made videos on it. I share it. But it just goes to show you how immature people are. 99% of traders think that it fucking matters what strategy you trade. I'm telling you, if you can't handle your own brain, if you can't handle your psychology, it does not matter what strategy you trade at all. Because the only thing standing in your way is your psychology. You could have the best strategy in the world with an 80% win rate. If you have bad psychology, you're not going to make any money trading because you're going to fold. It's because you're going to be greedy or you're going to revenge trade, whatever. You have to look intrinsically, right? That is like one of the most important things. You have to look intrinsically, whether that means journaling, thinking, walking, running, just being conscious about what you're thinking about in your head. You have to solve your mind because your psychology and your mind is everything in trading. I promise you it is everything. As you all know, I've been documenting my journey for like 9 months. I've been trading for like 8 months. I started documenting my journey when I was fucking learning how to trade. And you guys have all seen me go from unprofitable to profitable. You have all seen that process. You have seen me fail because I posted it. You've seen me fail. You've seen me talk about it. You've seen me fail. And you've also seen me succeed recently. The only thing that changed was my psych and my strategy too. But I changed my strategy because of my psych. Okay, the 4-hour PO3 was not popping up enough for me. I wasn't happy. I wasn't happy trading the 4-hour PO3 because I would notice that I would try to force trades because I was so unhappy with how infrequently it was popping up, right? It's nobody's fault. Price action just isn't really supporting it right now. Like right now, it probably pops up 2 or 3 times a week. There's a lot of criteria that price needs to meet before you can take a trade, right? So it wasn't popping up that much. I know myself. I was fucking myself over because I knew that it wasn't popping up, yet I was still trying to force trades because I wanted to trade. So what I did was started backtesting this model, saw that it worked, saw that it supported my psychology. I feel way better trading this model, and so I'm running with it. You see how in me telling that story, it all comes back to your psyche, like all of it, 100% of it comes back to your psyche, because if you're not happy with how you're trading, or if you don't know how to control yourself, it is impossible to do anything with trading because you're just going to fuck yourself over. You're going to stand in your own way because that's just how it works every single time. And you need to understand this. You need to understand that your mental is fucking everything. You cannot afford to keep revenge trading. You cannot afford to keep long accounts. You cannot afford to keep putting yourself in these horrid situations where you switch your strategy because you feel like nothing's working. It all comes back to your psyche. All of it. All of it. The strategy works. Every strategy works. It's all about your mental and how you perceive trading. That's all of it. If you could handle yourself and your emotions, I promise you, you will get a payout. I promise you. Some guy in my Discord, Avi, he fucking got a payout in 4 months trading the 4-hour PO3. You know why? Because his psychology is bulletproof. Because he knows how to control himself. He can sit at the chart in the morning and not take a trade. And that's exactly what you need to be able to do. Because I promise you, you're not going to make it. Even if you end the day green after taking 8 or 9 trades, you're not going to make it if you're taking 8 or 9 trades a day. You're not going to get consistent payouts. Okay? You're not. Because it's just not a profitable way to trade. You're just going to end up fucking over your mind. And your mind is the most important thing in trading. Just like I said. So if you take anything away from this video, please understand that your mental needs to be protected at all costs. You need to do whatever you have to do to make it stronger, to make yourself disciplined. You need to journal. You need to start walking. You need to do whatever you can to make sure that if you take a loss, you are not forcing a trade and taking another loss, because that shit is the fucking devil and it's going to haunt you for the next week. Okay, so all that it's doing is making your life harder. Okay, so if you learned anything from this video, go ahead and subscribe and like. Leave a comment below if you have anything to say. I plan on making more videos like this going forward. I think it's pretty cool. I've never really done this, so it's definitely a little awkward. I'm holding up fucking light, but I can get into it. I mean, I like it. I think it's cool. I think this is a way for me to be way more like intimate with you guys. What I'm saying now probably resonates a little bit more than like if I were to be saying it with a chart in front of me when you're not able to see my face. Also, this month, no activation fees on Alpha Futures accounts, code Char. The link is in the description. And also My Funded Futures, code Char. If you buy an eval and pass it, you get another eval for free. Go ahead and do that. So with that being said, peace out. Have a good rest of your day. And yeah, peace.